Hello and welcome to the second game of the day, day number 31 for StarLadder Star Series. And there's going to be 6 games today in total, with the Timber Saw being the first one banned out by Fota. But before we jump ourselves into the actual draft, I'm going to show this really quickly because it's not that interesting. Fota is doing not good. They need to win, but then they're still going to be dropped down to Pro Series, so this game is not mattering for them anymore. Na'Vi, they are not going to go to Kiev for now, but if they win this and Empire loses their match today and Mouseport lose their match today and Mouseport lose their match tomorrow, then they might still go to Kiev. That's basically the way it's going to be right now. Sorry for shouting that one. But it is going to be a Na'Vi that is required to win this game. Sorry. Wow. So let's see. We still have a Wisp in the pool. We have a Bat, a Coddle, and Nyx Assassin being banned out together with that Timber Saw, and is the Darkseer that gets banned out, picked up first by Fota. And Na'Vi, they don't care about, never mind, they do care about the Wisp. They care about the Magnus too, though. They pick him up as well as the Wisp. So we're already seeing that. I saw someone in the chat saying like they said on their website, Na'Vi's website, which is of course Russian, so I can't really read that. I think it's Russian anyways. But they were planning some different type of game for this one, just to test out some stuff. We're gonna see if they're actually gonna be doing that. So far, nothing really spectacular. We could see Fota picking up now something like a Rubik and a Gyro, or Life Stealer and a Rubik. The reason I say Rubik is mostly because of the Magnus. Do you want to try to steal that RP? But if they don't have one of those solid Rubik players, then they might just pick up something else entirely and actually go for the Undying and steal the Rubik, I guess. But no carry just yet in the Undying and the Rubik. Already setting up for potential tri-lane, even though we have seen Undying in different roles. But I'm gonna for now assume that it's gonna be a support. Lone Druid is gonna be the one for Na'Vi to see, and it's gonna be the Nyx Assassin that gets banned out by Fota. Now it's fairly easy to ban heroes out against Freedom of the Action right now, because you know that they are gonna be trying to go for still a mid laner and a carry. So Na'Vi is gonna be banning out those, with already banning out the Phantom Lancer. As far as banning out heroes against Na'Vi goes right now, we see that Fota, they ban out heroes that go well together with that Wisp. Like the Life Stealer, that can of course make that 2-person jump into a 3-person jump. Like the Chaos Knight. That's gonna be yeah, Chaos Knight Wisp. Right? That. So we're also gonna see the Weaver being banned out by Na'Vi. Interesting that, because I mean, Weaver, we have seen the Weaver picked up a couple of times, but I don't think Fota is one of those teams that really loves to play that one. And we're gonna see the Queen of Pain, the last one to get banned out, knowing that Na'Vi still either needs an offlane or a solo mid. That is the one that they are gonna be removing out of the picture right here. With the last ban is the Storm Spirit for Na'Vi. We still have, of course, a Nature's Prophet in the pool, so some form of global presence can still be there if either team wants to have that next to, for example, for Na'Vi, next to the Wisp. It's going to be the Brewmaster that's going to be picked up here by Fota, who's going to, of course, try to split before that Wisp comes with his teleport target. And, of course, Brewmaster is going to be aiming also to stay alive during the RP so that he can split afterwards. So he's a very decent hero for that kind of stuff and for just turning fights around, basically. Going to be seeing wow, sorry, distracted slightly there. By the way, for all the people wondering, because I realize there's a lot more people watching right now than when I said it earlier, and maybe this time people will understand or will be not having to ask it again, but for people asking where is Cyclops and why is he not co-casting with you, it's because Cyclops doesn't have a computer to co-cast with at the moment, so when he does again, he will be co-casting again, but for now he is just not able to, so you're gonna have to wait until he gets a computer again to, or well, he has a computer, but well, I don't know how that works actually, but he doesn't have a place to co-cast with me, so that's the reason why he's not here right now. We have got a Lion being picked up by Na'Vi, so we do have an extra support there, and a solid disable, and of course the Finger of Death. Now the thing is, of course, there's a Rubik on the pool. You can't really steal anything bad from the Lion right now. Maybe the mana drain, but it's not even that bad. So Rubik is already going to have a fun time stealing everything from him, because if you look at the rest, I mean, yes, you can steal RP, which is great. Magnus is also, in general, is a guy that you can steal a lot of useful stuff from. But Lion is, I mean, you can always steal something from the Lion, and it's always going to be good. It's going to be either a disable or a lot of burst damage, or just a way to get your mana back up. There's going to be Templar Assassin for Fota in the mid lane, and Windrunner is going to be picked up by Na'Vi. So that is going to be Karuki on the Lion, I would say, and Dendi Magnus solo mid, most likely. Because There is a small chance they swap it around, but let's not assume that one for now. And the Templar Assassin will be able to at least hold her own in the mid lane if it's indeed going to be that Magnus. We're going to see if she can be that dominating person that we are used to from her, but she hasn't really been picked up that often lately because her refraction only allows her to get like 3 refractions off before she has to have her mana bottle, that is, and normally you need 4 refractions at least to get your mana bottle up. So we're gonna see how they're gonna be doing with that, and of course if she does get that big mid game, well then the Lion and Wisp are gonna be having a tough time. Let's see who's going to be playing what for is sure right now. So Phonic will be playing his Windrunner. We will see Kuroki on the Lion. It's going to be a Vost on the Lone Druid. Dandy on his Magnus. And Puppy is going to be playing the Wisp for Navi on the Dire side. On the Radiant side we see that Fota, Freedom of the Action, is having Undying as a stand-in. It is going to be Neil Yo on the Undying. Prepare for Battle is going to be playing the Rubik, having the nice duck face Rubik right there. We're going to be having Sharhan on the Darkseer. Baboon is going to be standing in once more. We already saw him earlier as well. He's going to be playing the Brewmaster. And last but not least, it is Po Boktok. There we go. And that's going to be the Templar Assassin for them. Fota, by the way, is a team that loves to get a level 1 kill for their team, and it looks like today they're not going to be able to get it. The Bear already scouted them out. We actually have a pause coming off from Poppy right here, but I don't think it's a technical pause. It's a tactical pause. They can't really get anything done right. Phonic bugged. That's not good. Where is Phonic? Can we see that he's bugged? Well, there are of course still some bugs like that your TP scroll is stuck to your mouse or something, or you can't get any items. But he did get items. Mostly he got pooled items though. Like this is the only thing that he actually bought. The rest he got as a present from Puppy. So I'm wondering if that is intentional or not. If it's not, he has to walk back all the way and then walk back. And no, he does have 30 seconds, but he can't get a block off. Then it will be tricky for him. We'll see if that's what he wants to do, or if he's just going to buy something at the side shop, and we're going to wait for that. But we'll see. We shall see. Kuroki is going to be placing some wards to help out his teammate. Most likely Dendi is getting ready for a block. Already going for that fast bottle, of course. That's going to be the one that he wants to have. And the Bear, well, this is a safe lane Bear, so he's not going to be trying to pull any creep waves away from him. And we do have a go again, and Vost is going to be on the top lane. He's going to be semi-supported by Puppy. I think Puppy is going to be doing a lot of roaming around, though, especially since they're going to be up against just a solo Darkseer there. And Darkseer, well, the only thing that he can harass with basically is his Iron Shell, and he didn't even pick up Surge. So the thing is, if you don't pick up Surge very early on, you kind of need to have. Wow, there's a lot of aggression for Prepare for Battle. You kind of need to have. If you don't pick up Surge, you kind of have to play it really safe. And he's actually rotating. They are rotating. We're gonna have Rubik going towards towards the mid lane. Templar Assassin is going to be on the bottom lane, and the top lane is going to be for the, well, semi-aggressive trial, and I guess in a way with the Brewmaster there and the Undying as well. And Prepare for Battle will be there. We will be going there as well. Maybe after placing a ward or something like that. And Sharhan going to be up against Dendi. He can of course do that. The Iron Shell is going to be annoying for Dendi, but it's not going to be a deal breaker for him. Dendi will be just fine, and he'll be able to get experience, which is the most important thing for Magnus, of course. Getting farm is nice, but getting experience is nicer. And we'll be seeing how they're going to be doing there. As we're going to see on the top lane how Vost is going to be doing here. Because it also won't be an easy lane for him. On the bright side, he has got 2 supports that are indeed going to be helping him out right now. So an aggressive tri lane for Fota is going to be the one that they want to be going with. And like if you look at what they can do, like, you know, with their aggressive tri lane, you have got a telekinesis to initiate on. Brewmaster can walk towards the target and land a clap, and there can be a decay, but that's it. They only got 1 real disable until the Brewmaster can actually split here on this top lane, that is. By the way, why are you taking so much damage from Phonic? Who's saying cheater? I'm gonna. Wow. We will reconnect from. Oh. That's a bug that was there, of course, and of course Villa's the Russian caster, you know him. He got kicked from Dota by checking Poly's profile. But yeah, sorry, distracted. by the chat. But yeah, he's gonna be having. Like I was gonna say, like I'm not gonna be looking here because both of these should be able to stay alive. One has got an escaping form of Windrunner, one is on the safe lane and has a refraction, so should be safe. But if we look at this Templar assassin is already getting shot down very hard. But that's of course because of the one refraction that he was basically missing. He does have his bottle now, so is gonna be able to be okay. Should be on a fairly decent streak here, even though the courier kind of needs to be upgraded to be able to get continuously bottle crawl. Nice impale up on 2. Telekinesis there up on Kuroki, though the clap is going to be there as well, but like I said, there's not going to be that much, or is there? Unless there's going to be a crit, and that's going to be doing the job. Baboon taking the first blood, Kuroki down on the floor, and Poppy and Havos not going to be able to do anything because, I mean, I just said that there's only one real disable on the side of Fota. Well, basically, Kuroki is the only real disable apart from the tether, perhaps, that Na'Vi has. And I say tether, I mean, the tether is a disable for sure, but it's not as secure as the Earth Spike. Which is, of course, an Earth Spike and not an Impale, but it looks the same. Looks the same, indeed. So we'll take a look at the mid lane. Sharhan is on 9 for 4, with Dandy being on 9 for 4 as well. They're actually, did I click that right? Yeah. They are very even here. So that is that is indeed the case, and they're gonna be, like I said, both are gonna be fine. Both have an escape. One has a surge, the other has a skewer, and they are gonna be, in theory, just fine until Dandy gets his level 6, in which case he wants to try to get a kill up on Sharhan. But I think that when that time comes, Sharhan will be ready for that, and he will either be able to have something up his sleeve that people come TP in to help him out, or he will just not be there anymore. Basically, that not letting him caught out, perhaps. We do have a flying courier now, so there will be bottle crowing happening here for the TA, and she will be safe with that. Looks like Phonic is going to try to snipe off the courier, though. This could be trouble. Let's see if he can do that. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, down. And may I just remind you that the courier had the bottle from the Templar assassin in it, and this is basically a deal breaker. This is a lane breaker. A lane breaker for this Templar assassin. What can she do now that she doesn't have any extra mana? She can't really overextend. Every power shot's gonna hurt like hell. And Phonic basically with that courier snipe, that was, I don't know, it could have been prevented if they realized it. They could have searched the courier and they could have, you know, kited around, but it looked like they weren't even realizing what was going on. Then anyway, he takes so much damage. He also has enough money for a bottle, by the way. He has got the or something being brought to him. The bottle and boots. He got bottle and boots, and still has 600 gold in his inventory. So we'll be going for a blink dagger first. Looks like Sharhan was trying to see if he could get a kill up on Poppy, of course, with the iron shell. Maybe he was gonna be able to do that, but the tether there for Poppy would be giving him an escape, so it wasn't really possible anymore. In the meantime, on the top lane, after that first kill, looks like Na'Vi has not really given an opportunity again for Fota to get that first kill on the board, or to get more kills on the board, I should say. Maybe they're gonna try again, though. They're all here once more. Just need that initiation, and they kind of need to start off with it has to kind of start off with Kuroki getting an Earth Spike, because they have to make sure that that's on cooldown when they go in. And that was what, of course, helped them in the previous encounter. May I just like do a call out for everybody? Please, someone send a host the panda, because he doesn't have a panda, and I do like seeing pandas in games. So, you know, do some charity stuff. Nice entangle though. Nice entangle for sure. Telekinesis up on a host. There goes the Earth Spike up on Kuroki. Darkseer Wall actually goes off. Hello, Sharon. Welcome to the top lane. Kuroki's gonna turn Maboon into a piglet. Doesn't matter. Prepare for battle. Getting the kill with just a Fate Bolt. And that's the second time Kuroki went down on line. By the way, Lion is not really picked up that often. And he's got a lot of disables, of course. That's very nice and everything. But he is considered one of the squishiest, if not the squishiest, heroes in the early game. You can compare him to Crystal Maiden in that case, armor and HP wise. So he is proving to be that one once again. Yes, his disables are nice, but he really has to watch out for those kills. In the meantime, it's a 1-for-1 trade here on the middle lane. It is a Dandy that dies to Sharon, and Sharon that dies to Dandy. And that was the RP getting used there. In the meantime, that was finally on the board. It is Phonic that got to get himself a kill on the bottom lane with Templar Assassin going down. Of course, her bottle still not being there. And Impale hits here upon Baboon. There goes the tether. Are they gonna try to go find an entangle? There goes a decay going through. Telekinesis actually up on Poppy here. Trouble. Tombstone goes up. There goes a clap. Doesn't need anything. Bear still trying to get entangles up and prepare for battle. And Fatebolt going through Poppy. Actually does not get the last hit because Hello Dandy gets himself the skewer and the last hit up on Rubik, and it's gonna be Undying that won't be able to save his own life. He is gonna go down as well. This time Puppy does get the kill. Baboon, last one alive here for his team. But he is gonna get help from the Templar Assassin, who of course just got back up alive. Gonna go for a kill on the foes. 1 mil damage needed, but the tether stun is there. Tries to go for Puppy, but Puppy is too far away, and that's gonna be another refraction up. So far so good. He can get himself out, but no kill for him. Nice shackle, Funnick. We're gonna forget that one for now. You can have a retry later on, as we're gonna see Dendy. They're still gonna go for this. Power shot's going through. We have a 5-man bottom, top, 5-man battle. Only one that's not here right now is Puppy. Still the TA hanging around even. Also telekinesis up on Dendy, dropping him back. Dark Sea Wall going up again, but there's nobody to walk through it. Skewer back for Sharon, in some trouble. Doesn't have a surge for another 2 seconds. Gets an impale first. Now can have a surge again. Is gonna be having to use it soon. Gets an entangle first. Will be getting harassed by that. Tombstone is going to be taken down by Funnick, who is going to be able to get the gold from that as well. And that is going to be more iron shells for the Templar Assassin. We still have nobody extra dying. It's 3 for 4, very even on this top lane. But now it is actually time for Fota to back off. And this says something, like you have an aggressive tri lane and you are the one to back off. You are the one to give up. Now I have to say it's kind of fair because it's the reverse polarity is up again very soon, so they probably realize that, know that they, you know what, if we stick around here longer, it's not gonna be good. So we should probably back off, and they do so. But yeah, it is gonna be Navi. They're just gonna go for 5-man Dota right here. They're gonna go for the Undying. Undying goes down. That is gonna be a kill, another kill for Puppy, who gets the last hit in. 1 impale. Helping out Earthspike, that is. In the meantime, mid lane is going to be where Templar Assassin is headed. He's going to be trying to lay down some pressure on the tower, but finds Funnick to be up against him once more. On the bottom lane, it's going to be the Sharon that's there, and we actually have got Dendy with an Invis rune, skewering back, prepare for battle, Impale, and that's a kill. It's Lone Druid that gets it, and that's a good one. That's his first kill. Like, normally you'd see a Lone Druid only be active in games, like later on when he gets his items, but since everybody comes to his lane anyway, might as well get some kills on the board as well. He's not that lucky with entangles though, he got a few, but yeah, seemed to be not able to capitalize on it that much. We do have a rotation again from Dendy as well as from Funnick. Dendy doesn't have his blink just yet, picked up mana boots instead. Another impale going through, hits up on Baboon. Baboon is still level 4, like the thing that you want to have if you're going to be playing 5-man Dota. You want to have a split shackle, not going to latch this time either. There goes the RP though, and the skewer towards his teammate. 1 down, 2 down, Soul Rip not going to save your life. Dendy 1, Puppy 1. 2 kills extra on the board, 3 for 8 right now, and it's getting out of control for Fota. And like, it's not even the kills that is getting out of control, no, it is the levels that are getting out of control, because that aggressive trial lane for Fota didn't work out, and the thing about it is, can you please stop fighting for a second so I can make my point? Oh, Funnick in some trouble, maybe. Here also comes an oh, first it's entangle up on the Templar Assassin. No refraction yet, and he's actually gonna go down if he's not careful, and there he goes. Havos entangles all over the place, gets himself a second kill on the board, prepare for battle, running for his life. There is going to be a surge. Sharon, use it on your teammate, and he does. But now he's going to be in some trouble because he's getting first hit entangled. Telekinesis helping out. Bear gets dropped back to the rest. Nice shackle. This is the ones that we were expected to see from Funnick. Decay still going through, but Navi is already on the way out. So yeah, like I said, it's getting out of control with levels, because if you're going to have an aggressive trial lane, there's 3 things that you should be doing. And if you get only a couple of those 3, it's okay as well, but you have to either stop your opponent from farming, failed, because, you know, Avos is doing fine. You have to kill your opponent. They killed off Kuroki twice, but it's just a support, so it doesn't really matter that much, but, you know, it's not entirely failed. Or you have to force your opponent out of the lane to make sure they don't get any experience, so that you at least get more than they are. And I'm gonna be adding a 4th. You gotta make sure that your opponent cannot pull and stack, so that the supports of your opponent can get their levels up. But they failed in that as well, so now we're gonna have 2 level 4s still up on the side of Fota with a level 5 Brewmaster that doesn't have a split yet, and that split is so needed. It is so needed. You need to be able to get that team fight going. I mean, that's the only team fight that you basically have, apart from you know, the Tombstone, which can be considered a bit of team fight as well as a Dark Seer wall, but we have seen a couple of Dark Seer walls being picked up very early on, by the way, just because of necessity, because he needs to have that for those team fights, and that's basically the only thing that they had. But he hasn't been able to get them off properly. Well, once he got them off properly, but then the Dark Seer walls have just been a bit off mark, I'd say. And we're gonna see the bottom lane tier 1 tower getting dropped down. We have got only 1 tower down so far. This will be the second, and both are gonna be down then on the Fota side. And nobody of Fota is gonna try to defend it. Maybe they're gonna try to take a tier 1 tower in return. In the meantime, Brewmaster was still farming by himself on the top lane. Finds himself dead. Lone Druid getting his 3rd kill of the game, and still no level 6. I really didn't think he was gonna go back top lane because, like I said, I mean, he just doesn't have this. He can't stand there. He can't. He needs to go somewhere where he can get that level 6 in safety, as we're gonna see the Templar Assassin. Well, wait a second, we're not gonna see the Templar Assassin, we're gonna see the Darkseer. Finger of Death. Charon's still alive though, Tombstone getting up as well. Kuroki might be in some trouble. Your Power Shot still picks up the Darkseer. Funnick getting it done from the sideline. Shackle not gonna latch. And Na'Vi defending their tier 1, gonna be in the deny range soon if they're not careful though. And it looks like a Templar Assassin is really trying to get it into the deny range. Fortification goes up, telekinesis up on Funnick, gonna stun up on Dendi as well. Gonna give some time perhaps to get last on the tower, and it does indeed. Prepare for battle, picking it up, but in the meantime, their tier 2 on the top lane goes down as well. And Brewmaster, why are you farming here? You can so farm on the bottom lane. This is free farm, free experience. And maybe, yeah, he wants to defend his tier 3 and all that jazz, but he can't. He needs levels. He should leave that to other people to do. Get a Rubik Cup on there, of course, or something like that. In the meantime, Templar Assassin, the hero that we're expecting to see, like, dominating mid-game and all that, he's gonna be able to get a kill up on Puppy, so that's nice, but that's his first kill and his first actual involvement in kills, because he was 0-2-0 before that, and we of course seen him rotating top, but he couldn't get anything done there. He basically got harassed away the moment he got there. It's gonna be Funnick who's gonna be going for Mechanism for his team by the looks of it. Let's see if we can find some more items. Dendi finishing up his Blink Dagger, Kuroki Mana Boots for him. And of course, the guy that's still getting all the farm is gonna be a Vos. Did I just say a Vos for Kuroki? No. Oh well, maybe I said a Vos twice. Never mind. He's gonna go for Maelstrom, so he will have that. And the thing about a Maelstrom is, you can. Oh, they have the ulti. They want to use it. Hello, Shackle though. Funnick getting the job done. Dendi thinking about turning around for something, but doesn't want to risk it. Now with that ulti on the board, they're gonna go for Funnick. Gets a clap. That's gonna be Rintrun stolen by the Rubik. Can put it to good use. They will be able to pick up Funnick with the split of the ultimate of the Brewmaster going through. Nice Darkseer wall, but you only create the illusion of a support Lion. I'm not sure if that's what you want to do. Still get the stun. Kuroki will drop. That is 2 kills on the board, and you might think that might not be worth using an ulti for, but if they don't die right now, then it would be worth it, but they might still die right now, because here comes a Vos together with Puppy, and they're gonna go for an entangle up on the Rubik. Rubik does have a wind run, but he already used it. He's out of mana already. Has to run. Nice tether sun up on the Undying as well. Is Puppy gonna be in some trouble? Gonna be teleporting himself away, though. They're gonna be back again shortly. I'm wondering if Fota is gonna be standing around, sticking around to try and get a kill up on their Bear, looking for an entangle. As a Vos is still gonna be on his way out. Puppy still, or Dendi still hanging around there should something happen. And here comes Kuroki together with Puppy. They want to do something. Dendi looking for that RP. Collab landing on Kuroki. He already just died. Shouldn't die once more. Shouldn't die again. TA out of refraction. Gonna be running away from a possible entangle. That was a RP completely wasted. Dendi so trigger happy, really wanted to get that done. There is an entangle and a finger of that picks up the Undying. Baboon doesn't have a shackle, doesn't have anything anymore, and he is being turned into a frog. He is gonna be running for his life. One RP, or sorry, one shockwave would do the job. He's trying to juke it, but I don't think it's gonna be happening. It's gonna be a clap actually slowing Dendi down. This might actually be Brewmaster staying alive. There is a blink, however. There we go. That's a kill. Dominating Dendi right now, as we do have everybody of Na'Vi rotating back mid to try and take the tower and keep the pressure on. In the meantime, the TA is continuing to farm, trying to pressure the tower on the top lane and bottom lane. Able to pick up the tower, so for a short moment in time, the towers are almost even, but it's gonna be 2 towers difference again soon if this tower goes down. In the meantime, Na'Vi, they're just trying to control everything right here. I mean, they made a lot of mistakes here. They made a lot of mistakes there. They got the RP wrong. They teleported in with Puppy and Kuroki, while Dendi wasn't really ready yet to go in as well, and you know, it felt a bit like sluggish, let's put it that way, but they still won that fight, purely because Fota, they just stuck around. They feel like they're being forced to fight, and maybe they don't find a chance to avoid those kind of fights, but they can avoid those fights, and they shouldn't try to fight. They don't have an ulti Brewmaster up. Why is he chasing this, would you question? But you know, they're chasing that. Lone Druid gonna be TPing himself out, gonna be trying to farm. Like, this guy is doing the right thing, right? He is trying to get his farm up. He has got a Blink Dagger, 800 gold on the board. He needs to be that mid-game person, which is right about now. I'm not able to do it just yet, but maybe with that Blink Dagger he can create some more chaos on the map. As we see Dendi just taking himself very low with all those neutrals there. He'll be fine. Kind of curious to see what Dendi is gonna go for. Like, hey, finally, moment to breathe, thank you. But but yeah, it's of course, I mean, we have seen Dendi Magnus before, but I believe the most memorable time that I seen Dendi playing a Magnus was when he went for not a refresh or anything like that. He went for a he went for a Battle Fury and for Crystallis, and basically every time his team lost a team fight basically, and then he came in and won it for them still afterwards. It was really enjoyable to watch, and maybe he's gonna do the same thing here, even though I don't think that the rest of his team is actually gonna be on the losing side of team fights for a while, because Fota needs to really step up their game if they want to try to do that. But with all these fights going on, Na'Vi of course also haven't really had that much time to farm, because they've just been playing 5-man Dota for a long time. And even though they pick up the Roshan and the Aegis, oh, and the Sentry Ward is already there. Templar Assassin getting an impale, Shockwave going through from the Rubik, doing a lot of damage there. Also, Avos looking for the kill up on that Rubik, taking a lot of damage already. We're gonna see the TA gonna try to take a 3 on with by himself. I don't think he's gonna be happy with that one, no. He is gonna drop Poppy, picking up the kill. In the meantime, Rubik, that was getting chased on the sidelines, also goes down. And we see what Fota is doing. They are split up. They can't split. Well, Brewmaster can split, but he shouldn't really try to. Shouldn't really have to right now. We're gonna see the Blink Dagger that he had almost. He's actually gonna split. He needs to use it to get himself away. That's a waste, but it's a necessity, and maybe he can get a kill up on Kuroki still. Might be able to do that. But the Fire Panda being turned into a frog and being shackled basically means that the damage that he can output is so low that it's not gonna be able to do anything anymore. We already see the Earth Panda walking away there. Shockwave still going down. Baboon. Don't make it all for nothing. Nice dodge. Nice dodge with the surge. TP incoming. TA, what you doing there, buddy? Why are you... What? Yeah. Okay, you're dead. Ooh, Refraction just in time. Maybe. Shackle still up and prepare for battle. Melt damage going up on Phonic. But he windruns himself away. And the bottle charges for TA make up for her mistakes. Phonic still getting slowed a bit. Might be able to get himself a nice shackle here. If he turns around and shackles, it would latch. No, that one wouldn't, but you know, it was a nice attempt. Blink forward. Wind run away. Fatebolt going through. Phonic being totally cut out. Will be staying alive and form an MP. Hello, Denny! And that is a triple kill for Avos, and that's an ultra kill, but it's not because Kuroki picks up the last hit. It is gonna be Brewmaster that still managed to pick up Phonic, so Phonic still dies. Even though Dendy went in so valiantly to save his life. Let's see if Avos can get himself an entangle upon Baboon. It's all he needs. Dagger is... Oh, he's almost... No! Oh! He's got his... No! What? No! Oh! He was 10 gold away! 10 gold away! Oh, that unlucky... Unlucky guy. But I'm not sure if I can call it unlucky, or... You know, he could have stayed alive a lot earlier if he just didn't went for action when he got his ulti off. But yeah, 21 for 7. The gold graph now. I was gonna say something, but that it was a bit more even than it looked. But that's over right now. We have 10k gold in favor of Na'Vi. Experience graph going towards the 12k, and it looks like Fota again gonna try to find a fight. If they don't win this fight, it can be almost over. Telekinesis gonna happen up on Avos, but he's just gonna turn around and looking for a kill up on the Rubik. Gets another entangle. That's the second one. And the kill for him as well is now going to go for the second one. Undying, more entangles. Puppy getting that kill. And the next one is Sharon. Needs entangle. Hello, entangle. I'm not even going to comment on that one. Nope. So Na'Vi is going to be going for the tier 2 tower, which will drop because Fota is not going to defend that. They only have one Brewmaster left alive, and he doesn't have an ulti. But he does have a Blink Dagger. He does have a Blink Dagger. Let's see what Dundee is building. Nothing yet. Damn you. Picked himself up. Bracer might be going for drums or something. Or does he have something in the courier? Yeah, drums. Okay. Drums for him first. Tier 3 tower is going to be the next one to go for Na'Vi. There's a frog for the Undying with the power shot to finish him off. No real surprise that he got caught out of position, I guess. Prepare for battle. Gonna be running away towards the tier 4s after getting a telekinesis up on the bear, but the bear doesn't seem to care. Oh my god, that rhymes. It is gonna be the TA that's gonna be entangled again because of Vos is just that lucky. RP up on 3. And Templar Assassin, the first one to go down. Baboon next, and Sharon is gonna be the other one. Rubik still got a nice RP up on 3, but there's no damage to go through, and the power shot kills off the Darkseer. The shockwave kills off of the Rubik, and the only one that's left alive is the Undying that actually went down as the first one. He does have a tombstone, but what's the tombstone gonna do right now? You send the bear on it and the tombstone drops. Tower will drop real fast. And the Merrick's also, I'm kind of expecting a GG call any moment now, because this is gonna be basically impossible to come back to from Fota. They need a miracle. They need Na'Vi to throw real hard if they still want to win this. Maelstrom up on the bear as expected, who now has 6.6k gold, by the way, and Vos having that one. 2.1k up on Dandy. We'll never find out what he's gonna go for, I think. Depending on how this fight is gonna go, because it looks like again, oh my god, he wants to go for this. Gets a clap, gonna go for Phonic. Bear looking for an entangle. He's gonna need to split though. That bear doing so much damage. The split is there. Puppy's gonna get stunned up. Gonna get some Maelstrike going through, but the shackle's there. Lock on the TA in place, and Puppy, he is gonna still die, or is he gonna TP towards? Oh my god, he TP towards Phonic. Still goes down though. TA was standing around there waiting. In the meantime, battle on the sidelines is gonna be a Vos trying to kill off everybody. Kuroki running away from Darkseer, doing a run around the tree here. It's very clever Dota that is being played right now. This is of course top level Dota. We're gonna have Sharon getting an entangle right after his surge. Very lucky. Triple kill for a Vos. And that is gonna be the Brewmaster back to his normal self. Buyback from Kuroki. But Na'Vi still won that fight and still no GG called because Fota really liked playing this game apparently. And we have got 20k gold going their way. Na'Vi's way, that is 22k experience going Na'Vi's way. They're just gonna rotate towards the tier 3 middle. Gonna go for the barracks after going for the tier 4s afterwards. Perhaps maybe they want to rotate towards the top lane and just, you want to just make sure that Fota doesn't have a chance to get that big comeback fight going, even though the split is on cooldown for another 117 seconds. 3.3k gold. But this bear is really MVP, and he actually got the Divine Rapier on the bear as well. That's what he got with that 6k gold that we saw earlier in his inventory. That's why he's doing so much damage. And the thing is, if you put a Rapier on the bear, if the bear dies, even without the Master dying, the RP is on the floor. And it's fairly, in theory, should be fairly simple to take down the bear. Telekinesis up on the bear. There's gonna be Poppy that's still gonna be taking a lot of damage, but it's okay. Nice shackle. Can they follow up on that though? I don't think so. And we see Na'Vi just now finally going for the tier 4s. Thank you. That is gonna be that is gonna be still blinking. Oh my god, they're gonna go for last fight, but he gets turned into a frog. No ulti for you. No ulti for you, and RP up on 3. Skewer also shockwave going through. Then he picking himself up a Brewmaster. It is TA that dies on the sidelines, and the Skewer back from prepare for battle. That looks a bit ridiculous, but they do get the kill upon Dandy, but he can buy back if he wants to. And we actually have Na'Vi backing out. Phonic being left alone here. Oh, whoa, Kuroki not backing out. Shackle doesn't latch, doesn't matter. TA, where's the refraction? There's a soul rip. That is gonna be Phonic going down. The soul rip helping out. Here comes a Vos again together with Puppy, who of course just went back to the base to heal themselves up again. Kuroki getting vacuumed in for a kill for the Darkseer. Still got a TA though. They know that he's standing there, but they don't see him. And the stun even doesn't matter. You have to have something to move him, and they don't have anything like that. In the meantime, it is the Brewmaster that is 14 seconds away from a split. Maybe that last split is going to give the answer for this game, because that's what needed. 2 shots for the Rubik. And how many shots are needed for the Darkseer? Well, too much apparently to get him down before he goes to the base. Baboon gonna get shackled up together with the Templar Assassin. Templar Assassin goes down. Baboon, yeah, he can split. Tombstone, 2 shot. Puppy buys back after going down. There's the split. What can he do? Can he kill the bear? Dude, you need to kill off the bear. Doesn't he know that he needs to kill off the bear? No, don't cycle on the bear. Kill off the bear. Triple kill for the Vos in the meantime. Phonic is running away from the bear. Rubik goes down on the sidelines. Well, that is the wrong target, but he does get a kill. Rampage. But yeah, that's the rampage for Vos. By the way, in case you're wondering, we're gonna have another game after this one. It's gonna be Empire taking on 3D Clan. If Empire win that game, they are gonna go to Kiev to the offline finals. If they lose, well, then they're not, basically. So Empire need to win their game, the next game, for StarLadder Season 5. By the way, if you want to support me, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/SheeverGaming. Also, take a look at my website, by the way, SheeverGaming.com. You see all the matches that are happening today and tomorrow with all the casters there. And I do mean everything, not only the main ones. And you can also see all the VODs, spoiler-free, of all the games that happened in the past days, if of course the casters have those uploaded. So you have a VOD bank for all your games that you want to watch. spoiler free, as I said, we're gonna jump ourselves into a different game. It's gonna be Empire taking on 3D Clan. Stick around and we'll be right back with more Dota 2 action that might be a bit more even, but might not be. We'll find out.